Hello Pisces, welcome to your January 2020 mid-month tune-up. We're just checking in to see what's going on. This is general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates, my info, and my email are below. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's go to your reading. Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides, the Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Pisces? Middle of January 2020, what do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine? Through your messages for their greater good. Any messages you have for Pisces? What do you see? What do they need to know for the middle of January 2020? Pisces, please. What are the general energies for the middle of January 2020 for Pisces? Two of Cups in the upright. Hey now. Check out my 2020 Sun Moon readings in my playlist, prediction readings in my playlist. While you're at it, check out my 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. They will remain there. See if they rang true for you. King of Wands in the upright. Challenge position. Advice for Pisces. Middle of January, the World card in the upright. Ask me a question, Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below in support of my channel. Two of Swords in reversed. What is going on? I'm already clutching my clarifiers for dear life. Okay. So we're starting off with the Two of Cups. This is a general reading. I don't really want to go down romance road. I think for a majority of you, it is going to kind of resonate. I just saw something funny. I was like, I mean, I literally looked at these cups and I'm like, what's up? These look like sweaty boobs. I mean, I'm not going to discard that. Maybe that was there for a reason why I'm kind of focusing in on that. Sweat. So, Two of Cups, a connection like no other. Looks like we have Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart here, kind of kissing. I mean, this is, you know, the soulmate, the twin flame, the one, if you believe in the one, that kind of connection, that energy cord that you have to somebody like no other, whether it's a friend, a family member, a romantic connection, a colleague, whatever it is, okay? So those are the general energies, the yin to your yang, the person that mirrors your soul, all that kind of good stuff, okay? Harmonious relationship. This can also be a business partnership where you just meet somebody and you're like, holy crap, this is the person I've been meant to go into business my entire life, you know? So, you know, it can be a variety of those things, but it's a really emotional card, you know, just opening the emotions that you have within you and being vulnerable to somebody else and knowing that it's okay, okay? So we have the King of Wands here in the upright, in the challenge position. Now, I'm getting from this, part of me is like the passion isn't there, okay? While you have this connection to this person, you connect on them on so many other levels, but I feel like when the passion and the sexual chemistry and all of that, it's just not there, or it falls flat. But intellectual level is there, mental level, communication level, you know, anything else, it's there. But I feel like when it comes to sexual, passionate, the chemistry, the, you know, whatever, that's not there. So this could be a friend who wants to be more than a friend. Obviously it's not a family member. This could be a romantic relationship you got into, and then after a while you just kind of realize, it's not really there. But that's what I'm kind of getting. So the advice card, strangely enough with the World card, is I feel like they're saying, you know, realize this person completes you. I mean, they're your world, and that's totally fine, but it might not have been what you originally kind of set out for it to be. And when I think of it as the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is, you know, the second step on a journey. You know, it's out of the 10, it's a 2. And they're saying that sometimes we have relationships like this, like, you know, somebody that, you know, really lifts you up to your higher ground, completes you, somebody who you know, it makes you see things totally differently and what have you. But, and it's okay if it falls short in the romantic sense. Maybe this person was meant for other things. Maybe this person was meant to open up your world to you. Um, and you know, allow you to become a better person or the best version of yourself so that you can kind of move on. Um, or move on to, you know, another set of challenges, or be ready for the challenges that the universe has to offer you. So, you know, while it isn't what it started out to be, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not meant to be in another sense. Now, problem is the Two of Swords moving forward. You're not really sure how to decide on this, because I think however you communicate, well, first of all, I don't think you want to communicate anything to this person in this regard. But however you're going to communicate it, whether you say it this way or you say it that way, it's not going to go over well with them. Because I feel like they're a lot more into you in a different way than you are. So you're kind of struggling between, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to decide to do this? No matter how I do this, it's not going to end, it's not going to go over well. Okay. But you know you're going to have to decide to do something, because either you're leading this person on, or, you know, they're in it thinking it's something else, or you're not being true to yourself. Okay. So you're going to have to do something sooner or later. And usually the Two of Swords are reversed for me as an ultimatum, meaning you cannot just like not decide indefinitely. Something's going to come to pass where you're going to be at the gauntlet, and it's going to be like, you know, it's now, or, you know, it has to be now. It's an ultimatum. So let's see what's going on with this Two of Cups. Why is this Two of Cups here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for this Two of Cups in the upright. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. It's funny, now that I see the sweating, I'm like, you know, maybe somebody's sweating. Sweating, telling somebody else, you know, I'm not really feeling this quite the way. And so I feel like with the Two of Wands, this is a great partnership. You can see yourself, again, the world's coming up again. This guy is holding this world, and you can see yourself traveling with this person. Like, you guys travel well together. You have the same visions. You know, you can make plans together. They get you very excited about new ways of doing things. You know, they kind of encourage you to take risks. They pull your hand and say, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. But the Two of Wands is also kind of deciding, and I feel like there's a moment in time where you're just kind of waiting for everything, you know, to settle in. You're also kind of waiting and going, well, maybe the love bug hasn't hit me yet, or these feelings haven't hit me yet, so I'll just kind of wait a little while and see how things pan out. But I don't feel like they do. And with this Nine of Wands here, I feel like, you know, that you could hurt this person. This person has been through a lot prior to you, and you don't want to be somebody to kind of like mess them up again. Because I get them as the Nine of Swords, like Nine of Wands, that they've gone through a lot in their life. They've gone through a lot of struggles. And you guys are very caring beings and very sympathetic beings. And like I said, you don't want to cause this person to take another hit. Okay, they almost found salvation in you. So you're like, oh, you know, I'm not feeling this, but I don't want to be the one to tell them. You know, you don't want to be that person. And you know that they're gonna really feel it in the depths of their soul. And you guys are the type, you don't want to hurt people no matter what. You know, you'll avoid it at all costs. You don't want to be the person to cause hurt on anybody else. And I feel like that's part of it, because you know that when you deliver this, it's really going to pierce their heart. It's going to be terrible for them. Okay? They're also going to feel like they failed somehow. They're going to be very sad. They're going to be very depressed. And like I said, you just don't want to be that person. But the challenge for you is the fire is not there with this King of Wands. It doesn't burn in your heart. The challenge is also, you don't want to come across as the King of Wands. You know, that person who's just kind of like, look, this is how this has to be. Well, you know, the King of Wands, the person, you know, he sets up the boundaries. He's like, listen, this is how it's going to be. I mean, he does it in a good way, but you don't want to have to, I don't know, I keep on getting you don't want to have to be that person. Why is the King of Wands here in the upright for Pisces? Who is this person? What's this energy? You can't figure out a fair way to do this. You can't figure out a way to position this. We have the Justice card in the upright, which is the card of Libra. You can't figure out some way that this is going to be a positive outcome, and that it's going to be fair, and that this person's going to see it as fair, and that you're doing it for their own good and all this other good stuff. You don't see that this is going to kind of work out. It's not going to be, no matter how you deliver this information or tell them, it's not going to be successful. And you know, the Ace of Swords is you not wanting to kind of just kind of be abrupt and kind of say, you know what, this isn't working out. I think we should go our separate ways. I think we should make a clean break. That's what I was getting. Like, you know, we should make this clean. Let's not kind of draw this out longer than we have to. And you're kind of avoiding that. You're kind of avoiding, you know, we need to go in a different direction, but different, like, separate directions, and make it a very clean cut, very cathartic. You're resisting that at all costs, because that's just not your style. Okay, why is the World card here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. I think with the World card also, what they're kind of saying is realize that the longer you kind of hold this up because you don't want to hurt this person, is the longer that you're preventing this person from going on to something better, you know, or what they're meant to do. Why is the World card here in the upright? They're kind of telling you you do need to kind of wrap it up. Why is the World card and complete this cycle? Why is the World card here? Who's this person? What's this energy? And even though the two of you work really well together, on a very practical level, like I said, travel well together, you might work with this person, you know, everything about you guys really vibes. You can't carry around the burden of, you know, continuing on with this person, because it's going to be stressful, it's going to be exhausting and overwhelming, and you're going to be playing a part that you're not feeling, you know. So they're just letting you know that you don't need to carry around that burden, okay? But you guys do, like, practically you work really well together and stuff. There's no reason why this can't continue on as a friendship or a good work relationship or whatever it is. It can kind of transform. I mean, the World card is kind of like, let's close this chapter up and let's open up a new chapter, okay? This was our chapter then, and this is you know what it was then. Now I'm realizing this, and we don't have to say bye to this. Let's just open this up as you know, a new chapter. So like I was saying before it cut out, prepare for some backlash from this person. I think they're going to be hurting. I think when, you know, you kind of do this, what they're advising you to do, the advice that also goes along with it is that they're going to have some, snippy words to say to you. I think it's really going to kind of, their emotions are going to be hurt, so it's going to be a reaction to the action of saying, hey, you know, that this isn't, as much as I want to feel this, I can't, and they're going to have something to say about that, okay? And it's not going to be nice, all right? So you might want to just kind of, like I said, you know, give them that, just let them have that, okay? I usually don't say that with the Queen of Swords, but in this situation I would, because you guys do have a deep connection of some sort, and it was just a misunderstanding. So, I mean, I would kind of let them kind of like be a little snappy, say what they want to say. I think it's just them. They might be a very vulnerable, very sensitive type of person, and this is just their way of, you know, their defense mechanism, okay? So don't give that to them too many times. Let them have that one time to just kind of like, you know, give you a few pokes or whatever, but then kind of shut that down and say, you know, I understand, you know, you feel the way you do, and you needed to say that, but, you know, don't be a punching bag, okay? Alrighty. Why is the Two of Swords here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy in regards to how Pisces will be moving forward? You really don't want to do this. I can tell. You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait a while before you, but you have to, because you know that there's no commitment to be had. You're not being fair in regards to this person. You're holding them up from their happiness. They could go be happy with somebody else. Yep. So, I mean, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles is like, this isn't an opportunity that's going to happen. You know it with all your heart, you know it with all your soul. And that's one of the reasons why you should just kind of get it over with. And like I said, with the Nine of Cups, with the Two of Cups, in not doing that, you're holding them back from their happiness and that connection that they can find with somebody else in the romantic department. Because I get a lot of, not that I didn't get it from this Two of Cups here, but, you know, same thing, two people looking eye to eye, you know, connecting, and they deserve to be happy in that sense. So, I mean, as much as it's going to, you don't want to do this or kind of hurt them, it's kind of necessary. So just think of it as, you know, releasing them. They're not going to realize it. They're going to find out with the Queen of Swords here. They're not going to realize it when you deliver it. They aren't going to get it. But just know that somewhere down the line, they will. They'll come back. They'll thank you. They'll say, you know what? You were doing the right thing. I totally see it. I get it. I deserve to be happy, and I couldn't be happy with you in the sense that I wanted to be happy with you. But I really think that you guys are going to be still okay to have each other in each other's lives, because you do have that connection of some sort. It was just the definitions were off. How you guys were defining it was a little bit off. Okay. So if this resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates, my info are below. Just send me an email. We can make that happen. Check out my 2020 and 2019 Sun Moon readings that are in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye, guys.